Yo mga sir, kamusta? 2010 nga po nangarapin ng ating kababayan ang Ukrainian boxer na si Vladimir Sidorenko para sa vacant WBC Continental Americas Bantamweight title. Pero bago yan, kung ngayon ka palang po napadpad sa aking channel, ay huwag mo namang kalimutang mag-like at subscribe. Well, shoutout po muna sa aking mga sir. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy na pagsubaybay.
Nonito, the Philippine Flash
Well, kilala nga po natin si Nonito the Filipino Flash Donaire pagdating sa lakas at husay sa pag-counter. Bawat suntok ay inaabangan. 2007 nga po nang makamit ang unang titulo ng the Filipino Flash bilang isang world champion. Naging sunod-sunod ang panalo at nakilala sa iba't ibang bansa dahil sa lakas, galing at pamatay nitong counter left na laging tumatapos sa mga kalaban. Naging champion sa 4 na dibisyon. Sa ngayon nga po ay maraming nagsasabi na wala na ang dating Nonito dahil sunod-sunod ang pagkatalo. Matanda na nga po daw. Pero sa laban po sa Damanster ng Japan na si Naoya Inoue, pinatunayang kaya pang maipagsabayan sa mga batang mga kampyon. At muling nagtiwala ang WBC at siya ang naging mandatory challenger ng WBC champion na si Nordin Obali para patunayan na hindi pa dito nagtatapos ang kanyang karera bilang Filipino Flash. At ating nga pong balikan ang ilan sa laban na tumatak sa atin. Sa unang round pa lang po ay pinatikim agad ang lakas na taglay ng ating kababayan.
Visions, Nick.
Oh, definitely. He has a height. You know, he has the body to be able to put on muscle. So it'll work to his advantage.
Gennaro, it's so early, but some key points that Sidorenko has to do to topple this guy. I mean, it would be a big upset.
But one thing he has to do is you know, he has to get in there and work that body, work the body, try to figure out what's going to slow down Nonito. And you see that jab of Nonito, the way he shoots it and he drops that hand. He needs to be able to counter right away.
Yeah, I agree. That left hand, he has a habit of dropping it where he thinks it's in his comfort zone, but maybe a counter right hand from Sidorenko.
Well, but then again, to land that counter, I mean, Nonito's so aware of everything that comes to him that he has quick reaction, quick reflexes. That makes it a problem for any fighter.
I agree. And then you throw in that speed of his hand speed is excellent. Which, to allude to Rich's earlier point about moving up in class.
Good left hook.
Oh, he's wobbled Sidorenko already. Sidorenko's covering up and trying to blast back. But
into the tempo, it's to the top of the head.
Well, let's see now. Donaire said this is entertainment. He could close the show here. There's so much time left halfway through round 1.
Sidorenko's legs really went, though. They are not underneath.
Oh, and he's eating shots here.
Another left hook.
Trying to come back. Donaire with the time.
He's done.
Yeah, and he should finish the job. Left hook. And that left hook is his most powerful, but he strung some right hands together as well. Donaire very patient, not getting ahead of himself, not punching himself out. But look at how red the face of Vladimir Sidorenko is.
I mean, those are shots that are being landed on top of the head. They're not landing on the jaw, or else I think he would have been knocked out. These are shots that are actually being landed on top of the skull, on top of the head, and his equilibrium is totally way out.
Each time he got hit hard, you could see the right leg of his kind of stiffen up and skip a couple of inches.
Oh, Sidorenko looks
good right hand.
A nice right hand, a short right hand that landed. There's 30 seconds or more left in this round for Nonito Donaire to finish explosively. I mean, he's had a tremendous first round, but fighting very much in control. And you would call it a 10-8 round with 20 seconds to go.
I'm glad you said that. This is a round judges should score 10-8.
But it may be a move.
And he's hurt again. He got hurt again.
Big right hand. Left hook, right hand.
Vicious overhand right.
Nabigla nga po si Vladimir sa lakas ng suntok ni Nonito. Tapos na nga po sana ang laban kung hindi na save by the bell ang Ukrainian boxer.
Left hook, right hand. See this.
I mean, look at the vicious overhand. Look at the vicious punches that Nonito's trying to land there.
This was early in the round when he was hurting him, and each time the legs of Sidorenko would betray him. You can see. Right now here. Watch the knockdown. There's the overhand right now. Watch, he crumples his leg underneath him as well. He rolled over the leg, and the leg crumpled under.
Nagpatuloy nga po ang laban. Pero mahalatang nawawala na sa focus si Vladimir dahil sa lakas ng mga suntok ni Nonito.
It looked like his corner was just saying cover up.
You know, and in the corner of Nonito, they'd say that you're doing good. Just continue doing what you're doing. And I believe it's true. You know, just continue doing what you're doing. Relax. You know, you can overpower him and knock him out whenever you want.
Yeah, he just created openings there.
Yeah, and that's the key, creating the openings, because as you see Sidorenko, he's not a terrible defensive fighter. He walks forward, but he's got his hands, they're always held high. They're on the sides of his face, up on the cheeks. Man, I've never seen him blown apart the way that he was right there.
Yeah, that's well put.
But like you were saying, Nick, it's the hand, the guard was up there where it's supposed to be, but the punches were hitting on top of the head, and that's where the damage was being done.
Yeah, I just love Donaire, the way this quick study. He had his opponent's pattern down within 30 or 45 seconds of his fight, and then he just went to serious work. And Sidorenko's got to do something drastically different, but he has the look of a man who doesn't have that answer. Comes forward. Oh, his face just looks like a piece of raw meat already. Donaire moves to his left. He'll whip that left hand, looking to unload maybe that hook off the jab. We'll see, but it's just single shots now from Nonito Donaire in red.
You know, when Nonito fought Raul Martinez earlier this year, it was the same kind of story. He just stormed out first round, took complete control, dropped Martinez a couple of times, but he didn't finish him until the fourth. He took this kind of patient attitude again and waited for the opening, and when he just nailed him with that upper.
Look at how red the face of Sidorenko is.
And there's blood mixed in with the red face.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a dangerous situation from a medical perspective. I've never seen a face that red. And it could be partially smeared blood. Oh, and here comes the Ukrainian fighting with desperation.
I mean, basically what you see right there is the makeup of a bloody nose getting painted all over the face of the fighter. I mean, look at that straight, stiff jab by Nonito.
Nonier's just smeared him. Nonier moving constantly to the left and working that left.
Well, Donaire is the painter, and the paintbrush is that left hand.
That is. Missing with the left hook, but nothing back from Sidorenko. So the second round, all Nonito Donaire, very much in control. I haven't seen him throwing his right hand at all, but
good.
Now he is. Oh, a right followed by a left. Down the stretch in round two, and he goes southpaw at the bell.
Sa round na ito nga po ay makikita na ang pagiging kumpiyansa ni Donaire dahil alam niyang kaya niyang tanggapin ang mga suntok ni Vladimir. Kitang-kita din po ang diferensya pagdating sa power at pagiging technical sa loob ng ring.
Switched into that southpaw stance. He did that in his last fight with Hernan Tyson Marquez, and to tell you the truth, I didn't think he looked very good when he went left-handed, and I thought he looked better just staying right-handed. I don't see any reason to change up.
Well, you know, he had a hip flexor injury there, and he said, you know, he alluded to us yesterday that it's not completely healed, perhaps, that he might switch, but Robert Garcia really doesn't want him to either. I agree, Rich.
Well, he tends to get wild when he switches. Yeah. That's the bad thing.
If you catch a guy in transition that way, switch, and you get closer, it's a different story, but it rarely works offensively. Nonito Donaire, all his way, a 10-8 round, we would say, 10-8 round, so it's all happening for him, and the Ukrainian Vladimir Sidorenko, and former bantamweight champion, his face is a mess already, and we're only in the third of a scheduled 12-rounder. Donaire with that left hand low, he'll pump that right hand over the left guard of Sidorenko, who's open for that right hand.
I got to give it to Sidorenko. He's actually going in there. He wants to look for the fight.
To him,
he's trying. He's trying. You know, there's no conning him out because he is throwing some pretty good hard right hands that aren't landing, but at least his intentions are bad.
He's got that toughness in him, and it was apparent before this fight, and I'm glad he's carrying it out. But Donaire now, with blood between the eyes, probably the blood, I would say, most safely of his opponent. Donaire is punching what he wants, and Sidorenko, as you said, though, is trying to press the action a little bit. He's walking to Donaire, but not punching his way in.
Well, you know, he only had the two losses to Anselmo Moreno.
Good counter lift. What a little left hand. That counter was a beauty.
And again, to the top of the head. It wasn't on the jaw.
And that little 16-inch hook, that's it.
He just cannot take the power of Donaire. Well, recently, who can?
Speed and power.
All right, 40 seconds to go in a round. Let's see what happens. Oh, look at the welt on the right, below the right eye of Sidorenko. He's just puffed up, and he is a bloody mess. The doctor's going to take a real good look after this third round. If he gets out of it, Donaire looking for that left again as he continues to move to his left.
I think Donaire has definitely become a better fighter since hooking up with Robert Garcia. He looks to me like he's got it all. He's the package, man.
Stop on the belt.
Pagkatapos nga po ng round 3, lumapit ang referee upang tanungin si Vladimir dahil kita na nga po sa mukha ang parusang natatamo nito kay Nonito.
Vladimir! And look at that face. Okay.
They're trying to bob and weave and try to block him with the head a little bit and try to counter it. Pick up that right hand. As we saw right now, he got hit with a left hook because his right hand wasn't up.
And watch the left hook now coming. Again, the leg goes underneath him. Look at that right leg.
Oh, look at that speed.
And his punches have to be a little more quicker because the right hand, he's throwing it, but it ain't coming back with speed.
You know, Nonito was...
At sa pagpasok po ng round 4, ay dito na tuluyang natapos ang laban. Nawala na nga po sa diskarte ang dating world champion sa dating pound for pound na si Nonito, the Filipino Flash Donaire.
And practically out.
I thought the first round where he dropped on, that was it. I thought he was going to finish.
We're in the fourth, the scheduled 12-rounder. At the Honda Center in Anaheim, California, it's Gennaro Hernandez, Rich Murata, and yours truly, Nick Charles. This is Top Rank pay-per-view. Glad you're enjoying it.
Sidorenko he's dead game. And he's talented, but he's completely outclassed.
Yep.
And the thing is he's a former world champion with successful defenses of the championship. And that gives you some indication of the validity of the high pound-for-pound rankings that Nonito Donaire is garnering now.
Absolutely, Rich.
And I want the other fighters to know, all these bantamweights, super bantamweights, and eventually featherweights, to be careful. Nonito is somebody they're going to have to be very, very
got it
careful.
all, as we said. Yes. And Sidorenko digs a nice left hook to the body, so he's never stopped trying. But as we said, maybe he stopped believing long ago. Right hand by Donaire, but he's really pretty left-hand happy in this fight.
Well, he's seen that that's the punch that actually hurt him, so that he's going to continue using it.
Yeah.
But he did get caught with that right hand right now. Kind of stopped himself right there.
Drives the Ukrainian.
I think that's enough. That is enough, folks.
That's
it. That's it.
Now blood spewing from his mouth. Nonito Donaire said, hey, boxing is entertainment. Here we see it again, guys. Look at it, Gennaro.
Straight. I mean, the left hook that didn't connect, but that right straight down the pipe that I think actually broke the nose of Sidorenko right there. And he was smart to take that knee and say, you know what, I'm done.
Sa pagkakapanalo po ni Donaire, nakuha niya ang vacant title. At ang sumunod nga po na kinalaban nito at tinalo, ang Mexican fighter na si Fernando Montiel. Hanggang dito na lang po muna. Emillionaire Sports nga po pala. At muli, salamat!